I'm ready.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here with Cam Lashley, and so I don't know what... Artist, okay, because I wasn't sure what... Okay, so we've talked to a writer. When you're doing the art, how close do you work with the people who are writing?
It really depends on which project you're working on. I'm working with Gail Simone right now on Secret Six, and she's really hands-on. Like, you say, hey, this is what I'm doing today, and she looks at it and gives her feedback. Usually what she says is, oh, that's cool, I love that, that's awesome, oh, and that's it. But some writers let you kind of do your own thing. Some writers really want to, this is what I want done in every panel for panel. But most of the time at this point in my career, they kind of just give you the script and kind of do your thing,
So when did your career start? When did you get started?
Oh, a long time ago. I think my first job was 1993 on a book called The Age of Apocalypse, and then it went from there.
And so I was talking to Gene Hart before, and he was saying the industry is a lot harder to break into now than it used to be. Would you agree with that?
I guess so. I mean, I don't really know, because I guess I'm lucky enough to be in. But it's really come down to a lot of different things. You have to be you got to be a sort of a spokesperson for yourself. You have to be a fairly talented artist. You got to be deadlines. I'm not the greatest at deadlines, I admit it, because I have so many other things going on, and you go with the best intentions, but things just happen. But I think you have to have a lot of different things. And also, when I first started, you didn't need to have a production studio. You could just work and send the stuff off. Now you need to have Photoshop and this and that, and you really have to have a full functioning studio before you get any jobs.
So you've seen kind of the evolution of the comic industry over the last 20, 25 years. What would you say has changed for the better and for the worst?
For the better, I think it's more global. I mean, it's not longer North American guys. I mean, the European market, and also it's instant. Like, I mean, like I finish my pages on a Thursday at 2 o'clock in the morning. At 2:05 they have it. So it's really that's instant. But at the same time, it's also a double-edged sword. Like, they know when you're not working, they know you're not doing stuff. But I would say that's the biggest part is anyone can work there, and we're in the business. It's no longer, well, I have to move to North America, or I've got to go to a North American show. No, they have people who are coming out to European shows looking for talent. So it's becoming a global brand.
And so, do you think anything has gone downhill since you started out?
It's downhill. No, not really. In some ways, I wish there was more input into the business, as opposed to it's more of a commercial thing. Right now, it's how much can you sell? What names sell what? There are some books out there that are really creator driven. Not a lot of chances being made, taking a lot of retreads, like this book was popular 10 years ago, let's bring it back, as opposed to taking chances. But that's really how I say it. Not a lot of chances being taken these days.
Would you say the success of the recent films have been to do with that as well, since they know they're banking on a pretty sure thing at the moment?
Well, I mean, what's a sure thing? I mean, nowadays, but they did so well. Well, guaranteed. But Avengers #1 was based on how well the other movies did. But I mean, there was no guarantee Iron Man was going to do well. There's no guarantee that Captain America was going to do well. But now that it did, now it becomes something else. I think it's amazing that people always make fun. So, oh, you draw comics, that's so cute. But $1 billion later, but I got something to tell you. Those are big brands. Some of the highest grossing movies of all time have all been superhero related.
I personally have been quite happy with how recently we've seen a lot more shifts towards a lot of female characters and powerful female characters that haven't just got their opportunity and visibility. How do you feel that we're going with diversity in the industry?
Well, I mean, one of the reasons why I decided to do Secret Six was because it's such a departure from what I normally do. I'm a superhero guy. I do superheroes, and this book is not really about superheroes. It's one of the main characters is transgender. I mean, it's a pretty amazing, interesting book. But I'm telling you, I'm a father of 2 girls, and I think it's important to have strong female leads. Like, my favorite show to watch on TV is Legend of Korra. I just like it. People make fun, but I love it. I love the fact it's a female lead and she's just not really relying upon anybody else. Oh yeah, I'm just telling you, I love that stuff. But I love those kinds of characters. And even in Secret Six has a lot of strong female lead. Even when I worked on Excalibur way back in the day, a lot of strong female leads in that book. I seem to be gravitating toward those books.
Awesome. Well, I'm really glad to hear that, personally. Yeah, you good? Any last words of wisdom or people who want to break into the industry as writers or artists?
Yeah, listen. The loudest voice you should listen to is the one in your own head. Don't listen to anyone else tell you anything, because even if it's really good, that's not really how good you really are. And if it's really, really bad, that's not how bad you really are either. So either way, the loudest voice you should listen to is always your own.
Cool. Thank you so much, man.